Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, February 29th, 2016 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I recognize the value in my resistance. And today we are coming off of interesting astro. We're coming off of the Sun conjunct Neptune connection, which really has a magical component. It's an energy where anything is possible. Miracles are possible. Miracles are evident. One of my favorite lines in a song of Madonna song actually is "Give me evidence of its brilliance," and I feel like the Sun conjunct Neptune does that. And so we're moving from that energy into an interesting energy with the moon in Scorpio connecting to Mars in Scorpio. And so the moon in Scorpio can tie us into some deep stuff. It can tie us into root chakra stuff, issues around survival, issues around being connected. It also ties us in, Scorpio energy ties us into our passion. And Mars enhances, doubles that energy. And we have this energy happening at 27 degrees, which is a 9, which is the degree of passion and aggression. So this moon could really go two ways. This moon-Mars connection, it can be a passionate, fiery for a water sign event where we boldly move into where we want to move in our passions, or it could be temper tantrum city, where it's like, I'm not getting what I want. I put my wishes out to the universe yesterday. Where are they? Where are they? You'll recognize where you're at on the flow based on your response to this energy. And don't lie to yourself about it. There's no use in pretending like, I'm okay, everything's working out, when inside you're feeling that turmoil. Recognize, acknowledge those turmoil. That's where the value is today, is recognizing how you are moving through and in this energy, because then you can see where your resistance is to what you're wanting to bring in. That contrast is so powerful. So really pay attention to what energy is coming up from your lower chakras as we begin the day. Because like I said, that'll tie you into where you are, and it'll tie you into where you can shift your resistance. You can see, okay, I see it right there. I feel it. And we really, to manifest, to bring things in, we do want to bring all the energy, not just here, but really embody it into our body to make it actually physical. We also have the moon going void. So the moon's going to go void. It's going to kind of take us into a quiet place within us. And so really listen, pay attention to yourself, honor those feelings that are coming up during the void moon period. And just in case you haven't heard me talk about void moons in the past, void moons, there's two ways of looking at it. Some people say void moons is when the moon goes void, when it's not making any other connections before it moves into a sign. I kind of look at the moon going void like the few degrees before it shifts into the next sign. And so every 2.5 days it goes void, and there's just kind of this sleepy energy, and it kind of just takes you deeper into yourself. I know I get very quiet and choose to meditate a lot during that time. I also want to mention, am I going to show you the cards now? I'm going to show you the cards now. That with this energy, two really powerful cards came up. Actually, the Empress card and the Emperor card. Creativity and the rebel. And what came up with this around this moon-Mars connection is these chains. And I feel like that has to do with the resistance. These chains are not outside you. These chains, people are not holding you back from your passion. It's not outside. It's inside. So if you look and see, again, where that resistance is, you're going to be able to step into that divine masculine energy of being able to take action on the divine feminine energy of the creativity. And that's so moon and Mars together in Scorpio and acting on your passion. It's pretty amazing. So then we have the moon shifting into Sagittarius. It's happening, mid-afternoon, mid-late afternoon, early evening, depending where you are. Moon in Sagittarius always encourages us to open. So that may be the breakthrough that you're needing to get through those chains. Your mind may have that little mind shift moment where it's like, oh yeah, this is okay. Everything's working out. So just pay attention to those levels during the day. We also have a connection between Venus and Saturn. So Venus is in Aquarius, Saturn is in Sagittarius. This is a sextile. It's an easy connection. And Rumi came up with this. Let the beauty you love be what you do. Take some actual action. Saturn is responsibility. I think responses to things is action. Even non-response is a form of action. Non-action is action. So take some kind of action into honoring your talent, honoring your unique self, honoring your passion energy that was coming up, even if it's just through a creative process. Make it physical. Take some action. Respond to the universe. And last thing I want to mention before I show the rest of the cards is Mercury is going to be at 22 degrees in Aquarius today. And we know 22 degrees can trigger some thinking. And some of that thinking may be some of the resistance that we have to move through, where we're finding the value, we're finding the contrast to move through. So it's beautiful. I have a Rumi verse. I'm going to say that first. It's just one line, but it's so perfect with Moon and Mars conjunction. All desire wants a taste of you. So that's from Rumi. And the other cards that we're working with as well as these is control and let go. And if you can recognize your resistance is this control thing, we're feeding back into the yesterday stuff of the Sun and Neptune and trying to control how it's going to come about, when it's going to come about, in which ways, how you're going to show up, how the universe is going to show up, how the other is going to show up, how the money is going to show up. You're in control and you're not allowing the flow. You're not allowing the divine feminine of the universe to come through and be like, no, this is how it's going to happen. So let go. That's the other card. Let go. I love this card because this card shows, Rumi talks in it, this drop of water is already in transit. Your dreams, what you're desiring, is already in transit. But you got to let go of trying to control it because you cannot stop that water droplet in midair. But you can definitely put some obstacle there, so it takes a longer time to reach the water. So it takes a longer time to reach where it wants to go. So find your creativity, break through those chains, and have a beautiful day. That's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.